What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag. Miss Boosh Bag to you. Alright, I'm looking a tired, hot ass mess, and it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. But I picked up a shift in the morning, and I got to, I want to get this done, so I'll just have to upload it whenever I wake up. Okay, so, alright, it starts off with Stevie and his 2 daughters, Savannah and Sade. Yeah. He got all of this baby stuff, and they're like, what's all of this? What's going on? And he was like, oh, this is for Bonnie Bella, and he's all excited, and she just sits there trying to show them pictures of the baby, and they're like, oh, she chunky, she cute, she's sweet. But they were like, so what does all of this mean? Like, are you trying to get back with Jocelyn? And he was like, no, not really, but I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. Who knows what the future holds. They were like, no. Your answer was supposed to be no. But since you didn't shut it down yet, they're not really trusting the whole thing. They were like, well, look, in order for her to be allowed around without us having a problem with her, she needs to apologize to all of us for the things that she said. And Eva doesn't know that the baby is his, or that she has a new little sister. So he also has to find a way to tell her. Just tell her. I mean, what the fuck she gonna do? She a little girl. Anyway, Tammy and Bambi are meeting up. And she's telling Bambi that she's about to go on a date with Waka. Because he got in Charlie's ear and got her to, ask her to go on this date. But she's feeling a little bit apprehensive about the whole thing because she don't want to open herself back up to get hurt or whatever. And she said that she's going to try to not be extra super mean like she really want to be. Because she kind of be wanting to be mean to him so he could feel the way that she feel. And Bambi was like, well, that's understandable because, yeah, you still hurt or whatever. Bambi said that their wedding is off, okay? And that she always feels like, really? There's a helicopter this time of the night, the morning? She always feels kind of double teamed because he got all his family here, and they always like, ganging up on her whenever something is going down. She said that Scrappy is childish and irresponsible, and since like Tammy and Waka was like her ideal couple, like the couple they people be kind of looking up to, they didn't work out. She's thinking it might have been a good idea that her and Scrappy didn't get married because they just wasn't ready. And they were talking about, she was like, I'm just, upset that I even moved all the way out here into this house and everything. And Tammy's telling her she's just going to have to do what she did, which is to, remember who the hell you were before him. Like, get back to doing you and, get your life together. And she can't just be staying home being depressed all the time. So hopefully she starts getting a D's out of the house. Jock confronts Treasure about telling Cena about him being at the comedy club, right? So Cena, she's like, well, Cena is my friend, and I just kind of felt it was my duty to let her know what was going on. He was like, well, look, this whole thing is a conflict of interest. So, I mean, I think you got what it takes and everything, but I can't be bothered with you. So, yeah, you fired. You're going to have to leave. You're going to have to do that shit somewhere else. So she was like, how you kicking me out? And I'm good at what I do. He was like, be good somewhere else then. Bye-bye. She was like, whatever, motherfucker. Take your whack bitches. Handle your whack bitches. Do whatever it is you need to do. He like, whatevs. Some motherfucker named Gunplay who dreadlocks look like he got one motherfucking nap in the back. That shit is one dreadlock. And I don't even ask me what's going on with his edges. Are they shaved and then the hair starts back here? I don't understand. I don't understand that hairstyle. Or why people do it. Anyway, he's in the back. He's in the studio, and he invited the guys over. So it's like Jock invited Scrappy, and who else came? Was it Stevie? I guess so. Fuck Scrappy with that damn accent. I mean, his mother don't talk like that. Why do he talk like that? He like, well, the music, it sound good, but music? What? His daddy don't talk like that neither. His friends don't. He just talk wrong for no reason. Do he have a speech impediment? Anyway, he goes on to congratulate Stevie on having a beautiful baby girl. And it was like, okay, so what's up with you and Jocelyn? Y'all doing stuff? And he was like, no, I'm not like you, Jock. I'll be going back and forth with my baby mothers. And Jock is like, well, speaking of going back and forth, yeah, I've been hanging out with Tommy. And Tommy, I'm out there with Tommy at my comedy thing. And Cena and Carly just came through. They showed up. And he was like, was it a big old fight? It's like a minor melee, right? So, little fight thing going on. So it's like, oh, so what do you mean you was with Tommy? You smashing Tommy? And he was like, well, I ain't say all of that. Basically, she just really using me to get back at Carly. Like, I'm already aware of that. So now that she done had her little piece and hurt Carly feelings, like, I don't even think I'm going to see her again. She probably won't even talk to me no more. They're talking about, okay, this dude Gunplay saying that he moving back to Miami. And Scrappy like, I'm probably going to go out there with you. And they like, what? What about, Bambi? She coming too? And he was like, no, the wedding is off. And since it's off, he been thinking about moving down there to Miami anyway. So it's looking like a more and more feasible option for him at this point. This dude Gunplay, goofy as hell. And Stevie is like, oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna come through with my my new artist, the Panamanian Goddess. So now there's the Panamanian Goddess. What is up with him with the foreigners? That's number one. I'm just saying, go American. Go American. Yeah. Mama Dee and Ernest. She gonna go over to Myrna's house, to Ernest's mother house. Talking all kind of shit. Tell the dog, be careful, he don't want to get no roaches in his fur. She's like, what kind of woman leave a nice place to come out here by her son and cohabitate with roaches and rats? It don't make no sense. So Ernest sees her rummaging around outside or whatever, so he let her in. And she just going off. He was like, whatever, I've been gone 2 days and you just now finally even noticing that I'm not even there. So he was like, well, he liked being around his mother and at least she appreciates his help, unlike his wife, who would never appreciate him. And she was like, well, I love you. And he was like, I love you too with all my heart, but I love my mama more. She said, what the hell? What? Yeah. She loves her more because she understands my struggle with getting out of prison. And she was talking so loud, I didn't hear nothing else that he said after that. So yeah, after the struggle and the prison, Mama D just basically swept over everything he said. And she's basically saying a real man takes care of home. He takes care of his wife, his family. And you need to be a real damn husband. But I'm getting the hell up out of here. I ain't got no time for that. Yeah, so she done got all huffy puffy and left up out of there. So she got a plan for Ernest's ass though. Alright, Tammy, Rashida, and Carly meet up. And first thing they talking about is Jocelyn and had a baby. And it was like, well, how was Mimi dealing with this whole thing? Especially with Eva being, Bonnie Bella's sister. And it was like, I don't even know. I haven't talked to Mimi. But this whole shit going down. Like, where the fuck is Mimi? Mimi had a falling out with Melissa and Ariane. And Tammy is like, well, wasn't Mimi messing with Melissa? And she was like, yeah, kind of dating her. But then Ariane was dating her too, and she didn't know, and that was like a big old problem. It was like, well, Rashida was like, so which one of them is mad? And Tammy is like, they all mad, bitch. It's a three-way, okay? It's a threesome. Everyone is upset because everybody was getting lied to. Well, Melissa, I guess she ain't mad at, well, she might be mad because everybody kind of went off on her, huh? All right. Carly don't like Tammy being friends with Tommy. So she's like, all right, that whole shit with your little loyalty. And she was like, whatever. So basically she's saying Cena told her that Jock has been messing with Tommy. And Rashida like, so you know Cena? Like, yes, I knew Cena before, Jock even came in the picture. She was like, okay. And Tammy was like, all right. I mean, it ain't right, but payback is a bitch. Because you know what you did to my friend, okay? She was like, we pulled up on him at the comedy club, her and Cena. And she tried to comfort me. And now Tammy is just playing all the way into it. Like, oh, no, really? What did Carly say? I told her to go somewhere with her death trap. And, let me see. I'll run that bitch out of Atlanta. Let me see. Is that what she said? Yeah. I'll run that bitch out of the ATL. And Tammy's like, girl, you are so childish. She seems very proud of it, though. Tommy don't really care about Jock, basically. So Tammy knows it, too. She's really just doing the shit to get back at Carly for what Carly did to her. And they just both being fucking petty as hell. She was like, well, have you talked to Jock yet? And she's like, no. So Rashida's like, okay, well, Scrappy's having this bachelor party. And Tammy's like, a fucking bachelor party. Like, he came crying to me at like 5 o'clock in the morning, begging to be back with Bambi. What can I do? I need her. I love her. I can't live without her. And now he doing this shit. And this shit is disrespectful as fuck. So, Rashida like, girl, he don't know what he doing. But, Jock is going to be there if you want to talk to him, Carly. And Tammy, you got to come with me because I can't go by myself because Kirk might be there and I don't want to run into him like alone. So Tammy's like, okay, so I'm going to slap Scrappy and then we could jump Kirk. So that's how it's going down. Scrappy meets with his mother to tell her that that the counseling failed and him and Bambi, they not get married. They over. So she's pretty upset about that. And he was like, yeah, so I'm throwing this party, like a bachelor party, but it's also my going away party. And she was like, going away? What the fuck you mean? He was like, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. So he's moving to Miami. And she was like, for what? He was like, well, it's money, it's opportunities there. Like, it's just going to be a good thing for me to do. And she was like, you leaving me by myself? He was like, I'm leaving you with your damn husband. Like, you ain't alone, girl. Stop tripping. She was like, well, Ernest ain't been home in 2 days. And he told me that he loved his mama more than he loved me. So, whatever. Well, he was like, well, everybody invited. Ernest invited. She was like, you need to uninvite him. Let him hang out with his mammy. She said she buying a new house, a new palace. And she moving on. So, she just go up and just leave him there in the house and just keep it moving. He said he also invited Kirk and Rashida. And she's like, well, what's up with them? She's like, well, Kirk done up and got some girl pregnant, supposedly. Some girl said she was having a baby. Rashida, heartbroken, said, but I went and I talked to Kirk. And he basically, blamed it on her. Like, oh, he feel like he a nanny. He said he have no sex. He's saying he got crucified like Jesus. And he just like kind of laughing and shit. So he was like, well, do you love Rashida? And he was like, I love her, but. Like, what the fuck you mean, but? So, Mama D like, well, I don't like this shit going on. So I'm going to have a talk with Charlene. And Scrappy was like, I'm really going to beg you to not go and talk to her mother. Like, really, don't do it. She was like, yeah, I'll see. Yeah, I know she went and did it anyway. Okay. Waka takes Tammy out on this date. She mad as hell that they go to the movie. She was like, first of all, he gonna beg me to go on this date, and I'm thinking he gonna, pull out all the stops. It's gonna be something wonderful. He trying to impress me, and we go to the fucking movies. But then when she get in the theater, she see that he like rented it out, and he got like wine and flowers and all of this stuff. So it's kind of romantic or whatever. She was like, okay, well, this is better. What we watching? So he had like all of this, home movie. It wasn't even no home movies. It was like a montage. Is that what you call it? A slideshow, a lot of pictures of when they were happy and all of that. And, kind of brought a little tear to her eyes. So, showing all of the good times with her and him and the little girl, Charlie, and all of that. At the end, She was like, what is this? And it said like Instagram, whatever, Snapchat. And it was all his passwords. He was like, these are my passwords, just so you know that I'm not hiding nothing. And she was like, I don't want to be a motherfucker that gotta go behind you and check all your social media to make sure you ain't cheating. Like, first of all, nobody want to do that. Just get the fuck out. No, just don't do nothing. So he was like, well, I'm just trying to let you see that you could do whatever. I'm gonna be out of town. I'm going on this tour. Or no, he just said he gonna be out of town. And he was like, well, I want you to come with me. I'm going to Europe. She was like, yeah, no. I got too much stuff to do to be going to Europe. He was like, but how can we get back to the trust? He was like, you can let me move back in the house. She was like, can you just do it without moving back in the house? He was like, I ain't gonna be able to see you. I'm not close enough to you, blah, blah, blah. So because she's too busy to go to Europe, he's like, well, can you have an answer when I get back in 2 weeks? And she was like, I'll think about it. But then she did pull out her phone and take a picture of all them passwords on the movie screen. Word, bitch. Okay. Mama D go talk to Charlene over at the store. And she was like, she tells her everything that Scrappy told her. And how Kirk was laughing and he's refusing to take the paternity test and all of this. And she was like, yeah, he gonna take that motherfucking paternity test if I gotta make him take it. So Charlene is pissed off. And she said all the shit where he's trying to blame him cheating on Rashida. It's just some fucking bullshit. I mean, just like she said, there's something that he could have done, which was to get a divorce. Do that. Or don't be like, oh, I thought we was separated. How you separated if y'all live in the same house and sleep in the same bed? You know you wasn't motherfucking separated. Punk ass. Get an actual separation. Then everybody will know that you're separated, including the person that you separated from. And then, yeah, things will be more clear. Anyway, Tammy, let me see. Okay, so now we at Scrappy's little party. He performing, the dude with the one dreadlock is performing, and Mama D get up on the stage. No. Is she there yet? She's sad to see things not go well for, you know, Scrappy and for him to be moving away. And, you know, him and Bambi didn't work out. But she was like, I'm glad that they didn't hold on to a relationship that just wasn't working. Kind of like her and Ernest and Rashida and Kirk. So, Tammy sees Scrappy and she was like, so where's Bambi? And he was like, she ain't here. She's like, yeah, because this party is mad disrespectful to her. And he was like, well, let me tell you what happened with her. She just straight stood up last time I see her. It was like, marriage is off. So I was like, all right, well, the marriage is off. At the same time that that's happening, they can't even get another sentence out. Stevie come up and he was like, hey, how you doing? And he hugging Rashida and Tammy and Scrappy are all in this little area. And he was some girl named Esterlita. Child, that is one ugly ass motherfucking name. That's for fucking sure. So she the first woman on his Dead Zone label. I think that's what it was called. I didn't feel like going back. I was like, I think that's it. So she the bitch that he been calling the Panamanian princess. And everybody just looking like, So Tammy's like, what is the difference between the Puerto Rican princess and the Panamanian goddess? So she gonna get up and turn around and do a little twirl. Girl, sit down. So Rashida asked the question that's on the tip of everybody's tongue. Is this a professional business relationship or is it something more? And the girl was like, no, it's totally just professional. That ain't the way Stevie wanted. Oh, he wouldn't be parading her around and giving her a little nickname and all kind of other motherfucking shit. Why the fuck would she twirl around as if her body... Jocelyn has a nice body. Jocelyn has a banging body. I even believe that she's snapped back already. So, yeah, still, what's the difference? Y'all two Spanish girls. And he's like, yeah, well, she's talented, she beautiful, and she, you know, whatever the fuck, some shit about some salsa. Whatever. Anyway, Tammy's like, skirt. So how is your baby, Stevie? He was like, she's good. And how y'all doing with that whole thing? He was like, well, we cool. We doing whatever we gotta do, you know, to be parents and whatever. And they're like, well, at least you owning up to the baby being yours and all of that, unlike some others. So they asked where Kirk is, and she was like, I don't know where the hell he is. We haven't been speaking, and she's actually pretty cool with not speaking to him. So, all right. Treasure pulls Jock away. Like, can I talk to you? Scrappy is all the way souped up. Like, damn, Jock been having a whole bunch of women like all over him lately. So he got this Carly, he got Tommy, his baby mama Cena. Now this his little intern that he's supposed to be helping is pulling up on him at parties or whatever. So he think it's something going on, but yeah, it's not. So she pulled him away and she was like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I got into your business. I won't do it again. I just thought that I was, you know, I just wanted to be honest with my friend. And he was like, well, you being honest and you know, going and putting your business out in the street is two different things. And she was like, I know, and I'm so sorry. She was like, but please give my job back. Like, I'll do anything. She was like, I feel like I could just get down on my knees and just beg you. He was like, you ain't gonna get on your knees. So she got on her knees. They looking, I don't know what they thinking that she doing at this point. Because they think something nasty is happening. He like, get off the floor. He was like, all right, look, I think that you're a real hard worker, and I'm gonna give you another chance. Be there on Monday or whatever. But if I even think that you know, trying to start some shit or some drama again, I'm just gonna have to let you go. And she like, all right. So she got her little job back. Mama D on the stage, and she gonna call Miss Charlene up there. She was like, well, she want to let y'all know how she feel. So how she feel about some shit. Okay, that's what she said. So she wants to, Miss Charlene is like, well, I want to address my son-in-law, Kirk, where you at, Kirk? Where you at? Where are you, Kirk? Yeah. So Scrappy had already said he didn't see Kirk. Rashida don't know where Kirk at. So Kirk ain't there. He ain't show up. I think because he knew that Rashida was going to be there. But Rashida didn't know her mother was going to be there. So she was like, what the hell is she doing up on the stage? She's like, oh, God. And she up there with Mama D. So you know it's about to be some ridiculous ass shit. Yeah. She was like, okay, so my son-in-law been hiding out. But I'm going to get this message to him one way or fucking another. So his friends are here, so I'm just going to let him know. She was like, well, Rashida don't want me to be, you know, talking about all of her stuff or whatever. So I'm just going to say this one thing and leave it at that. Kirk, you need to take this DNA test. Rashida is embarrassed because of my husband cheated on me, and it's already kind of the talk of the town. It's starting to die down. Like, and then you come to a club at a big ass party and you like, I need my daughter's husband to take a DNA test, and everybody like, so yeah, Rashida's like, my mother know I don't get down like this, so time for me to leave. So she just left. She was like, yeah, you need to take this DNA test. So she pulled out a DNA test on like a little platter for Scrappy and Jock to see it. And Jock and Scrappy's embarrassed. He hiding his face. And Jock is like, I mean, shit, we all told him to take the DNA test because it's the only way to, you know, maybe fix his marriage or, you know, have a foot to stand on. But giving it to him on a silver platter ain't gonna make it go no faster. I can't just call him and be like, what's up, Kirk? Yeah, that DNA test, I got one on the platter. So you gonna come take it? Hello, Kirk? I think he hung up on me. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So they don't have high hopes for Kirk taking this test, but I'm sure he's gonna take it at some point because I've been hearing people been telling me stuff about it, like online on social media or whatever. So I'm waiting for him to actually take the test to see how this shit really come out on these damn streets. But for now, that is the end of this episode. Anybody waiting for the Basketball Wives, which I don't think anybody is, because it only got, my last one yesterday only got 50 something views. But I thought that a new one was coming on today, And when I checked the DVR, because I saw it afterward, because I was asleep, nothing. It re-recorded the new one from yesterday. The same one from yesterday. Bless you. The same one from yesterday, it re-recorded that, and it just says Basketball Wives Extra or something. But it did not record a new one. So I was like, oh, maybe a new one didn't come on. But then I see something that's saying that, like, I don't know, at 3 o'clock in the morning, the new one. I'm like, wait a damn minute. Okay, so one just went off, and I saw it, and now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to get it recorded for the next time that it comes on, or I might have to watch it on demand after work tomorrow, which means that once again it'll be late and probably still not get no views. So that's what's really killing me. But if y'all want to see that, then wait for it. Anywho, as far as this episode went, I don't know. I guess it ain't too much to say about too much of stuff. Thought it was cute what Waka did. I already said that gunplay was corny. Yeah. Not too much going on. Anywho, if you agree with things I had to say, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree with something that I had to say, let me know in the comments. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my previous video. I also have a beauty and lifestyle channel you can check out. Or swing by my fitness channel for a free workout. Don't forget to subscribe.